Hi, John Parrillo here. This video we're going to talk about, we get a lot of inquiries on how do I get definition and separation in my legs getting ready for a contest. Okay, you've all gone to the contest. See, some guys get great legs and some guys have smooth legs, girls too. So how do you get that separation? How do you get the definition? Well, number one, first you got to get rid of the fat. So you got to diet the fat away. Sometimes for females that's a lot harder, but if you keep competing every contest, your legs are going to get a little bit leaner, and eventually the fat's going to go away. Girls that tend to have really heavy thighs, sometimes it can take 2 or 3 years. So you got to be patient and stay on your diet, but you'll eventually get the fat down. If you train intensely, it'll actually change your hormones over. You'll make more testosterone. That'll help get the fat down, help you lower your estrogen levels. I've seen that happen. I've seen it happen with people that get their hormones checked on a twice a year or a year basis. And the estrogen levels go down and the testosterone levels will go up, but you got to train intensely for that. For the rest of you guys, especially, once you diet away the fat, you've all seen the legs, no fat on the legs. Okay, you can see all the veins in the legs, but there's no separation. Okay, so once you get rid of the fat, you have to, how do you get the separation? Now, the old way they did it, guys would really bulk up and get real heavy, and then they would, what they're doing is their muscles are getting big, and then coming up to a contest, you diet down, you actually, what you're doing, the people that have no fat on their legs have no separation. They have a very tight fascia. That's the sheath over the muscle. It's over all the individual muscle bundles, and it covers the whole muscle. If that sheet is tight, there can't be any fat, but you're not going to see the separation. Okay, once the muscles shrink down where you're dieting, or once you do the stretching, and this is where the fascial stretching comes in, and you undershrink the fascia, you can see all the separation and you see the individual muscles. So what you have to do is, especially, and not just getting ready for a contest can be very effective getting ready for a contest, but in the off season, if you don't have the separation, when the muscles get really big and they're gorged with blood in your workout, between every set you got to stretch the muscles really hard, whether it be your quads, okay? And now you're going to be, we'll link you to the leg stretching, fascial stretching tape. But if you bring your foot back and push down on something and stretch out here, you're going to stretch the vasti muscles. If you stretch this back, since the rectus femoris crosses a hip joint, the vasti don't, you can stretch up and get separation in here. If you stretch this back while you're stretching too. For your hamstrings, okay, you just have to, a good thing is straight leg deadlifts, where you learn to actually relax and stretches between each rep. You can do that, but you have to stretch the muscles out. And then here's another trick. Now, if you don't have the separation, but you have big muscles, you can get rid of all the fat. Another trick is to not work your legs heavy. In other words, anywhere, and I've seen guys go from 2 weeks up to 6 weeks before a contest, they actually don't work their legs heavy. They do extensions, curls, lunges, things like that. And actually, the muscles then they shrink down, but they look bigger because they're under shrinking the fascia, and you're bringing out a lot of them. You can see the muscle bundles, and you can start seeing, if you really crank out and do extreme extensions and stuff, you can see all the little individual muscle bundles in there, and it helps bring out your striations. But you basically don't work your legs heavy even up to 6 weeks before a contest, and that'll help bring in the separation. So I hope that helps, and we'll link you to the fascial stretching on the legs. And until next time, train hard, train often, and make sure you cover from your workouts that you got to eat enough and you got to take enough supplements. They can help increase your nutrient density. Be sure and visit us at www.parrillo.com.